you join us at the start of the penultimate episode of 2006 Career Mode. We have a contract renewal through Toro Rosso. Your contract is nearing its end and you'll be pleased to know that we have been very happy with your performances and we'd like to offer you a new contract. We look forward to re-signing you with Scuderia Toro Rosso. Well, thank you guys, but I'm going to have to say no thank you because I would like to sign with someone new for Season 2. Welcome back guys to a new episode of the F1 2006 Career Mode. We're here for the penultimate episode of this season. I can't believe how quickly we smashed through this season. I believe it's about 2 weeks, and that's literally borderline on a record that I've done an entire Career Mode series on. So I can only say thank you to you guys for motivating me to smash through this season so quickly. We almost have to do a Season 2 now because I haven't done this game justice. I need to try out a different team and potentially race legitimately at the front with a harder difficulty. So that's what we're going to try and do for Season 2. But here we are today for the Japanese Grand Prix, penultimate race of the season. As I said, I think I'm 7th in the standings at the moment, so we're just looking to consolidate that and just string together 2 good rounds before we close off this season and head off into next season. So it's all about building momentum and just seeing how much we can learn before we get ready for Season 2. So this is the standing so far with only 1 round left to go after this one. 10 points behind Fisichella. We need to string together some really good races and hope that he finishes a little bit lower down in the points. And there's maybe just a slight chance we could overtake him for 6th in the driver's standings. Like I said a few episodes ago, it would be absolutely monumental if we could finish in front of a Renault in our rookie season in a Toro Rosso. How substantial would that be?
Welcome to Suzuka, Japan for the penultimate qualifying session in the Formula One calendar.
I've got to say, Japan looks a lot closer to the Codemasters games and to real life than almost any other track on the F1 calendar so far in this game. So it's quite impressive how close to real life this game actually is. I can't remember if this was the season that Schumacher had that engine failure at this track. It might have been his penultimate race ever in Formula One before he had his first retirement. Before coming back in 2010. Was it this race in 2006? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. I'm not too sure why, but that incident, the engine failure or whatever it was for Schumacher, speaks out to me as something that was of some kind of significance. He was either going to win the race or possibly still had a chance to win the championship or something like that. But yeah, let me know what the history was about that race and everything involving Schumacher. Oh, shit, don't hit me. Oh, guys, I'm rejoining the final chicane backwards. Jeez, I hope the FIA don't disqualify me. Oh, literally on the braking limit as we go through the final chicane there. A little bit borderline as to whether that final part of the chicane was a corner cut or not, but we come up to the line. It's a 138.4. Puts us P12 at the moment. We need to keep going. 410 sub, this is looking good. Much more promising. Every time I'm a little bit nervous to put the power down early because the rear wheels spin up and it just feels like it's going to break traction at any moment and spin out. But this lap is looking much more promising. Let's see what the 3rd sector time is. Actually, 2nd sector time is. We're coming into the 3rd sector now. 9/10 up. That is very, very good. We're going to smash past 12th place, 11th place, wherever the hell we are. Final chicane, we've gone in deep. We've gone in deep. And we've, not the best final sector. We're not going to ride home about that one. But do we improve our lap time? We go into the 37s, and that puts us P7. That should see us through to qualifying 3, only just. Oh no. Oh no. I fast forwarded time. We were in P10. And we've just been knocked out at the death. It's P11.
We'll continue with session 3 of qualifying in a few moments.
That's so disappointing. How much more time did I need to find in order to get in the top 10? Well, we'll never know, will we?
So there we have it. From 10th to pole, the grid order looks like this. That's
not the kind of grid you want to see when you are trying to beat Fisichella for 6th place in the driver's standings. We're starting in P11. I could have gone out for a final run there in Q2, but I actually thought I was safe there in position 7 or wherever I was. But either way, we do have a little bit more pace than what we showed in qualifying, so I'm looking forward to using that to trying to overtake a few cars off the start. So what we're going to do, we are going to play a little bit with the strategy. We'll do that now. And we're going to do what we were supposed to do in the last episode. We'll go to about lap 8. We're going to run with heavier fuel at the start of the race, but then towards the end we're going to have lighter fuel, fresher tyres as well. So this should play into our favour, and I'm looking forward to seeing just how well this strategy will pay off.
Here we are at Suzuka Race Circuit for this year's Japanese Grand Prix.
Penultimate race of the season. I honestly can't believe how quickly this season has gone by. We're not in a serious championship hunt, to be honest, so in all honesty, for this episode and also for the finale, I'm just going to have some fun. This might seem like a dumb question, but do you get the same engineer when you move teams? Or can we possibly get different ones? It would be cool if in F1 games you go to a different team, you get a different engineer and all that kind of thing. That would be pretty cool. Say, for example, you go to Ferrari, you get an Italian engineer who has like a bit of an Italian accent. I think that would be a nice little touch to add to the realism.
We think that you're in a good position to score some points today.
Thank you. Thanks, team. I like that you guys do have faith in me, even though I'm an absolute bottle job sometimes. It's race time. Here we go, guys. The race is about to get underway. I'm going to try and take it a little bit more relaxed this time. Try and talk less and gain more positions. That's what it's all about. Less talk, more action. Away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Unbelievable start. Heading into turn 1, we're racing the Ferraris. What an unbelievable start that is. I don't know whether that's down to me not talking as much, but I'll take it. I'm going to talk less because I said I was going to. Let's try and get in front of Felipe Massa. We've got to hunt down Fisichella and try and overtake him, win this race, and gain points on him. No, but what the fuck was that? I'm serious.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
Normally, I wouldn't restart a race, but considering where we are in the championship, and with only 2 rounds left to go, I didn't want to skip on straight to the finale of this season. I want to give you guys a better race, and that's what I'm going to do today, but, like, the only way I had to do that was to go back to my previous save. And by the way, look at who's starting in last place with us. It's our old mate Fisichella. Didn't he get royally screwed over by going from pole in the previous attempt to now starting in 21st place? So in a way, I'm going to have a bit of fun coming back through the field with that Renault. If this does turn out to be one of the best races of the season, let me know down in the comments if you want me to start from last place for the finale as well, because ultimately we're not in a massive championship fight. There's nothing really to be gained here. Let me know down in the comments, last place or should we qualify for the finale in Brazil. Here we go, guys, for the Japanese Grand Prix. This should be a very entertaining race, to say the least. This is gonna require an overtaking masterclass. 10 red lights, and away we go for the Japanese Grand Prix. Fisichella still stranded in 21st place with me here. Wow.
Into turn 1. Alonso leads out of the first corner.
We don't want to repeat of what happened on the first attempt, so we're going to take this a lot more cautiously. And that contact there we made with Fisichella is a big wake-up call. Fisichella, very nice move up the inside of Ide. We're going to squeeze past him too. Ultimately, we're just going to follow Fisichella around this track. I'm not going to follow him onto the grass though. We're just going to let him enforce all the overtakes, and then we're going to try and be the beneficiary in some of these moves here. Fisichella moves to the inside. This leaves the door open for me to possibly go the inside. I thought about it. I'm just going to play it safe for now. Fisichella looks to the inside through 130R. I don't know how he didn't get slowed up there. The Codemasters AI would have braked very early there to avoid any kind of contact, and Jesus, bloody hell. I just tried to give Fisichella some extra space there. We cut the corner, and now he's got the place back. Really annoying how I'm not accurate with the pad at all. Oh, we got the inside of our teammate there. That's Scott Speed. We move into P20. Fisichella having a very hard time here, having to make these overtakes on the back markers. So it's very likely that he may not even score points in this race. Us though, we're still running with a long strategy. We're going to stop on lap 8, and we're going to be quick towards the end of the race. And we're going to have some clear air once these guys make their pit stop. So it doesn't bother me too much that we're kind of buried in the order a little bit because track position will come to us later on in the day.
According to our computers, the tyres are accumulating some wear now. Just keep an eye on it.
Thanks for that, engineer. Fisichella is on the move again. He's soaring past Albers here, around the outside of... No, he turns to the inside now for 130R. Does he get him? Engineer, I'm trying to commentate over Fisichella, and you've interrupted me 4 or 5 times in the space of 30 seconds.
Fortunately, it looks like it's still a fair way off, and we should be finished.
Oh, Fisichella's in very early, lap 2, for a new set of tyres. He's going to be running a heavy car for the next segment of the race, but he's going to have clean air, so it's going to be very interesting to see where Fisichella ends up in this race. He's got a quick car, he's going to have clean air for a few laps, but we're running the complete opposite strategy here. Who's going to be on top when it comes to the end of the day? Let me know down in the comments. We may need to adjust our strategy here. Look at the tyre wear, especially the rear tyres. I wasn't expecting them to go off so damn quickly at the start of this race. A lot of cars making their stops now. We're going to rejoin. Just 2 positions behind Alonso, so we're a pit stop down on the leaders. I think at this stage, we're looking on target to just score some fringe points at this stage, but if we keep it consistent, put in some really clean laps, then we could really come at the top 10 at the back end of the race. So that's sort of what I'm counting on here.
At the halfway mark, Rosberg leads.
Oh, this is going to be close! Jesus, bloody hell. The AI have absolutely no spatial awareness. We've seen that in certain parts of this season. You know, Monaco, for example, exiting the pits with Jensen Button. And then again, exiting the pits in Monza, where we just got blown up on the way into turn 1. Michael Schumacher, oh my goodness me, if you were asking to get put out of the race, then you did pretty much the perfect thing in order to get that. We're so lucky to avoid. Oh, what the hell? Wow. Wow. We just got taken out by Felipe Massa. I've got a puncture. Yeah. Shit. Come on, I need to rejoin the track. Here we go. I've lost so much time because of that. And we're going to get a corner cutting penalty. Yep. That's great justice right there. So much justice for us right there. That's just incredible. Could my day get any worse? Could my day actually get any worse than that? I don't get it sometimes. Last episode, we were the Pastor Maldonado of this F1 2006 grid, but today, we've just been done in, to be honest. I don't know. The AI sometimes just don't have spatial awareness. Like, sometimes they'll brake ridiculously early, and that is part of the problem why we retired so many times in the last episode. And then today, I brake at a reasonable point to come into the spoon curve, and we just get annihilated by Felipe Massa coming in from behind. The AI, no spatial awareness, like I said, and it showed as well with the thing that Michael Schumacher did exiting the pits. But I honestly do not know what to do now. I don't know whether I want to continue on to the finale right now or end this episode right here with another DNF. It's been quite crazy the way this season has panned out, and it's just been so unpredictable and inconsistent. We've had like the best of the best in terms of, winning at Monaco, showing, awesome pace at some tracks, getting another win here and there. But then we've had so many DNFs, we've had so many times or incidents where we don't finish in the points. So it's been one of the most interesting career mode seasons I think I've done to date. And it's simply because it's not a Codemasters game. It's made by different people. The AI are completely different. Handling model, it's very different to what I'm used to. And I'm on the pad. And so all these different elements has contributed to this very unique season that we have here on F1 2006. I think I'm going to leave this episode here, guys. And we'll continue on with the finale very, very soon. So Let me know down in the comments if you want me to start from last place at Brazil. I honestly do not know what would happen if we start from last place, to be honest, because the AI are just so unpredictable. We could get another demolition derby, but yeah. Ultimately, I do want to have good racing, I do want to have clean racing, and that's sort of like the goal with these videos, so I can only apologise about the lack of, I suppose, racing and the amount of incidents that have happened. Sometimes has been our fault, other times it has been the AI's fault, so it's been a interesting balance so far. That's been the Japanese Grand Prix. We'll go off to the career mode hub now and we'll see if there's anything in the way of contracts or anything like that. I still want to just have a look and see what this season or next season would have turned out like if we would have continued on this difficulty. We did have an offer from Red Bull Racing. We have the potential to join Scuderia Ferrari. You know what? I'm going to apply because we may as well, because I'm going to restart this career mode after the next race anyway. We'll apply. We'll advance time, and we may get an offer from Ferrari or a reply from those guys. Yeah, failed application. I wasn't surprised to see that result come into my inbox there. Your bid to become part of the driver setup at Scuderia Ferrari has failed. I haven't won enough Grand Prix. I make too many errors on the track to be a second driver. And in terms of being a test driver, I can't do a test drive because I haven't had enough tests under my belt and I haven't won enough tests over my teammate. But to be fair, I've only done 1 or 2 tests over the course of this season, so it is a failed application for Ferrari. We do have the offer to sign for Toro Rosso for next season. That's very bold of them. They do see the potential in me. I'm a little bit like rocks and diamonds at this point, but to be honest, I am, I guess, more capable than Scott Speed and Liuzzi that they have in the team currently. So that's going to be this episode for today. The finale will be at Brazil. I'm not too sure whether we'll start at the back yet, but one thing's for certain, I do want to finish on a high note. I do want to get some really good racing under my belt for the final episode of Season 1, and then we'll start off in Season 2. We'll have a week's break or something like that, just so I can get through the next season on hard. I don't want to sign for Toro Rosso again. You guys have already seen that, so I'm going to do a season off camera, possibly maybe stream it on Twitch. I'll have to wait and see how that goes. So just follow me on Twitch, and I'll keep you guys posted either way through Twitter or whatever. But that's been this episode for today. Until the season finale of F1 2006 Career Mode for Season 1, I'll see you guys next time.